So let's begin. Our first speaker is Byron De Lear, running in California for the 28th District for the House of Representatives, and that is in Los Angeles. Okay, Byron.
Hi, my name's Byron De Lear, and I'm running for the U.S. House of Representatives in Southern California. The district that I'm running in is largely the San Fernando Valley, Studio City, Sherman Oaks, Encino, North Hollywood, Hollywood Hills, this kind of area. It also reaches very high into the very northward reaches of the valley up near San Fernando. I'd like to talk a little bit about the necessity for some true options to be available to the American people. Right now, the greatest threat to our democracy are not necessarily the trivial issues of debate that separate the platforms of the Republican and Democrat parties, but it's rather the issues that they hold in common. And these issues that the two corporate-handled parties hold in common are largely the big picture items. Big picture items such as global warming, the greatest long-term threat to civilization and humanity. Issues such as being corporate-handled. In essence, when you run for a Republican or Democratic nomination, you have to submit an application of candidacy to your corporate handlers to be vetted, to be allowed to run for that office. This is an un-American trend that needs to be halted. Right now, the corporations around the planet are calling the shots in terms of crafting policy, crafting economic policy, and it has every living system on the planet in decline. Now, I'd like to make it clear that as a Green Party candidate, we do not take money from corporations. But also I'd like to say that that doesn't necessarily make us anti-corporation. The argument that we're trying to put forward is that the system that's in place today is a dysfunctional system. It's a system that has a systemic flaw. And we need to have an alternative political vision to come online to address this problem. Now, the reason why separating the fiscal appendages that have attached itself to our political system will be such a boon for our republic and our democracy is the fact that it's a root cause issue. It will free the hands of our legislators to start serving rather than selling. In the case of my specific run in the 28th District in Southern California, I happen to be running against a candidate who exemplifies everything that's wrong about politics as usual. His name's Howard Berman. He's kind of the Joe Lieberman of the Southland in Los Angeles, being that he's an establishment, corporate-handled Democrat that is breathing life into the worst foreign policy conducted by our country in decades, and that is, of course, the Iraqi war. He made the front page headlines of the Daily News saying that Berman sides with GOP on Iraq. And when a Democrat breathes life into the neocons' agenda in the Middle East, that actually translates into murder, mayhem, cruelty, and more torture, more euphemized torture memos from Gonzales, etc. These trends must stop. These actions must stop. We need to re-grab the reins of control of a government that's out of control. And it's going to be up to an innovative and evolved political vision to come online to reconstitute our government into being the government of the people again, not the government of and for the dollar. My heart goes out to my friends that are in the military today, that have had their sworn oath to protect and serve the Constitution of the United States sold out to the highest corporate bidder. We are expending treasure, life. We are eliminating our integrity around the world. We are pursuing a doctrine of preemption that is detaching us from the international community, and it's not sustainable. The green vision involves reattaching ourselves to the international community, not only in terms of international politics, but more importantly, reattaching ourselves to the garden that birthed us, to the Mother Earth. Mother and her children must not move in opposite direction. This is why we so desperately need an evolved political vision to come online today. And this is what has charged me to throw my hat in the ring and to run for Congress in Southern California. Sending the first Green to Washington, D.C. would be a huge boon, not only for the Green Party, it would be a boon for the progressives in America, because it would represent a little bit of a political revolution. But I like to say, take the R out of revolution and evolve. We need to stop thinking about the argumentations that are put forth by these two parties that are just descending into a maelstrom of irrelevance, and start thinking about the common ground that we all stand upon as equal stakeholders on this planet. And this is what the Green Party vision offers. So if you have any questions for me, please, I'll be available answering questions. And thank you for all being here at the National Convention in Tucson, Arizona. Thank you.